Hi, I'm Seb, and I'm making Hunter's Moon 2 Dark Moon, a video game where you play as a werewolf hunter. In my previous video, I briefly introduced the game. Now I'm going to talk a bit about the current state of the game and my intentions for it. Dark Moon is a roguelike. In the game, you will progress through different areas. Each area will contain a randomized series of handcrafted rooms. Completing all of the rooms in an area will lead you to the area's boss fight, and completing that will allow you to progress to the next area. My current intention for the game is for there to be 4 areas, and therefore 4 bosses, 1 for each area, and approximately 10 rooms per area. Each area will contain approximately 4 types of enemies. In the current version of the game, I've created 10 rooms for the first area, the Ruined Plains, and I've begun work on a few rooms for the second area, the Baleful City. I've created 8 enemy types already, all of the enemies for the first 2 areas. None of the bosses have been made yet. Dark Moon also features powers, which you can gain after you clear a room of enemies. Like Hades, you are meant to gain powers from various powerful NPCs. Each NPC will have powers that only they can give you. For example, Death offers powers related to Withering, an ability which deals damage to your enemies over time, and Father Christmas can give your attacks a freezing ability that slows enemies down temporarily. There are currently 5 sets of powers in the game, corresponding to 5 potential NPCs. However, none of the NPCs themselves are in the game yet. I have ideas for 3 more NPCs and sets of powers that may get added later, depending on how things go. Since the game is a roguelike, when you die and restart the game, you will lose your powers and have to gain new ones on your next attempt. So, those are my intentions for the game at this moment. I can imagine that some viewers might think the scope of the game is fairly small. However, I've found that a small scope is actually what you should be aiming for, especially as a solo developer. Scope, in my experience, is the most important factor in determining whether or not a project will actually get completed. So I'm always trying to figure out which things I can cut, simplify, or remove, and which things to lean into and go bigger on. Since it's such a big factor in what I think about when making a game, I'll surely talk more about scope and how it affects my decision-making more in future videos. So, that's a general overview of what I'm working towards completing for the game right now. 4 areas, and therefore 40 room layouts, approximately 16 enemy types and 4 bosses, and 5 sources of power. When I complete all of these things, then I'll consider adding my other ideas for the game. But I'll talk more about those ideas when they become relevant. The game will also eventually need a soundtrack, of course. Any music you're hearing in these videos so far is music I composed for Hunter's Moon 1. But that will also come later. I hope that gives you a clearer idea of what Dark Moon is going to look like. If you're interested in Dark Moon, please like the video, subscribe, comment, etc. I intend to keep doing this regardless, but it's encouraging to get some positive feedback, and I really appreciate it. Next time, I'll talk about the original Hunter's Moon, and how Dark Moon is different. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.